What's happening, everybody? It is a special Wednesday night edition of Thrifty Business with Jay and Nay. I'm your one host, Vegas Jay.
And I'm Philly Nay.
What's happening, Nay?
Oh, not much tonight. How are you doing?
I'm good. Rocking out to the Swank Bastards. And we want to say hi to our guest here before we put her into a timeout for half an hour. Half an hour? Jeez. I've only had one sip of rum so far, too. Say hello, Rosita.
Hello, everybody.
Rosita will be back in half an hour, and we're going to go over some her pictures and her social media presence because they're both awesome.
And we're going to talk about her, too, because she's awesome, too.
Very much so.
Yes.
All right, so take a little break, get some rum. We'll see you in a little bit, Rosita. All righty. Come on, why aren't my controls working? There we go, and there we go. Coolio. All right, let's jump right into it. Thank you for joining us on a Wednesday night. Time for Jay's Tiki Talk, where I drink a different rum every week and kind of educate you a little bit on Tiki mugs. Starting tomorrow, I will be in Palm Springs. I am going to an event, a Tiki event that I'm actually speaking at, my first Tiki speech. And the event tomorrow night starts at the Tonga Hut. It's a Tiki bar that's owned and run by some friends of mine in Palm Springs, so I figured I might as well drink from a Tonga Hut mug. Did I say Tiki Hut? Tonga Hut.
I think you did.
Yeah, Tonga Hut. It's a great Tiki bar right in the main drag of Palm Springs. Let me have a little sip here.
I would love to go to the island of Tonga someday. It looks pretty.
Well, that would be awesome, but it's a little easier to get to Palm Springs.
I'm sure. Well, for you, not for me.
And they have cool swizzles, too. So the rum I'm drinking tonight is very awesome and very smooth. It is Cruzan Single Barrel Estate Rum. All I can say is, man, is it smooth. It comes from St. Croix, Virgin Islands, and it is amazing. But Tonga Hut started in North Hollywood. They've been in North Hollywood for 56 years. The Palm Springs location is about 5 years old now. If you find anything Tonga Hut, especially old, it's worth some money, so keep your eyes peeled.
Okay, good tip.
And what's in your sippy cup tonight?
Actually, I just have juice tonight. Nothing exciting.
All right, try that again because you were freezing. I don't know if it was me or you.
Oh, so. I stole some of my kids' juice tonight. It's really nothing exciting. It's a Mott's apple pear or something. So not as exciting as your drink.
Gotcha. All right, let's get into it. We've done Tiki Talk. Now it's time for Nay's breast cancer update and fact of the week. It's like I couldn't read all of a sudden. I've only done this like 37 times. And I'm like, what am I saying?
I'm hanging in there. I do have some potential issues going on right now, which I did talk to my oncologist today about, and we'll see what happens. I still have some tests coming up, and I'm still also battling my new insurance company to get full coverage and to get things moving along. So in the meantime, I'm kind of in insurance limbo, so that's a little tough when you have a lot of prescriptions and appointments, but I am dealing with it and I'm hanging in there every day. So thank you for everyone's support. And I don't really have a tip this week, but I just have kind of a statement which is a photo that Jay's going to share, I think.
Yep. There we go.
Yeah, so I just wanted to share this, that, I don't really have a lot of. I do have some fear. There's always fear, of my cancer coming back it's always going to be there, but of it, kind of showing its ugly head again. And that's something I'm always going to have to live with. But I'm really not afraid anymore. I do have hope. I have hope for not only my own future, but for helping the future of other women, perhaps my granddaughter someday, perhaps future generations if there's not a cure for this generation. So I do have hope. I have hope for others. I have some hope for myself. I have hope for others, and I have hope for progression, against breast cancer. So it's definitely a stronger thing than fear.
I like that statement. Hope is
Yeah.
stronger than fear.
Yeah, it was something that I saw and I really had to share, so a little inspirational thing to me.
I love it.
Thank you.
Alrighty, let's get into it. Time for the scores of the week, brought to you by WorthPoint. I've had some cool stuff this week, so let's get right into it. Let's get rid of that, and we'll bring up the scores.
Yes, Cheryl's right. Hope is my name. That my name means hope.
There you go. All right, so here's my first score. Now, you're going to really start to recognize my scores and duds because, we've done haul shows. I do show me what you got on Periscope, which I'm definitely due for one. I bought this.
You sold that.
Yes.
Wow.
I bought this awesomely rad Technicolor house coat thingamabobby. I took an offer of $75. I probably could have gotten more, but
you bought that here in Philly, didn't you?
Did I buy it there? Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
But I only paid maybe $5-6, so it was pretty badass, and it sold quick. Like I had it up for 3 days and it sold. So sometimes I like a quick sale. So I was happy.
So I have something really similar in my store. I'll have to show you that later.
All right. And then the Prince wave is still going. This Love Sexy, which I actually talked about on a Periscope, why this one is very, very rare. If you're not following me on Periscope, download it, get on it. I am at Tiki Pug. Follow me. This CD sold for $170. And even before he died, this is a very expensive CD because he thought he was funny. When he released Love Sexy, he released it as one track. So all 9 songs were on track 1. So track 1 was 42 minutes long. This is the import version where they actually separated the tracks. Hard to find. There wasn't a lot of them, but it sells for lots of money.
Wow.
Oops. Oh, well, I gave you the same one twice. Hey, look at that. Well, I'll save one for next week then. But my other awesome score is, depending on how old you are, I rocked a lot of Cross Colors in the early 90s. Cross Colors was one of the first real big hip-hop urban brands. And if you find any Cross Color stuff, it sells quickly and well. This is Combo Jeans Corduroys. And here they are in its full-length glory. And those sold within like 3 days for $50.
I don't remember that brand, but I was like 12 then, so maybe it wasn't.
If you remember the videos by the group TLC,
I do.
Not that they were necessarily wearing Cross Colors,
yes.
But it was big, oversized stuff, vibrant colors. That was Cross Colors.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so here's your first score.
Yeah, so these sold for $39.95, and they went to someone in Norway. And I always pick up actually, these were this is a Target line. It was Peter Pilato for Target. So always look for your designer Target lines. These were originally $29.99. They ended up going to Goodwill as Target salvage, and I paid, I think, $7.99. They were still new with tags, and I sold them for $39.95. And the buyer did pay shipping because they went to Norway. So
nice.
Mm-hmm.
From Target in Philly to Norway.
Yep.
Oops, let me scroll back down here a little bit. There we go.
Okay, now this mug, Homer Simpson was a score. I know he only sold for $19.99, but the same buyer offered me They first offered me $12.99 for a Mickey Mouse mug, and I was like, you know what? I can ship it FOMO. I just want the mug to go. So I said yes, and then surprisingly they bought the Homer Simpson mug for $19.99 and another mug for, I don't know what the other mug sold for. It was either $19.99 or $24.99. So I shipped them all 3 mugs, and I made a really good sale with those 3. So Homer was a score, not only because, $19.99 with free shipping, but also because of the fact that this was like a $60, $70 sale for those 3 mugs. So if you get a low offer on something, consider it, because you never know. Maybe the buyer's gonna purchase another couple things from you.
Yeah, I had that this week too.
Mm-hmm.
A lady bought 3 shirts for me, so I took an offer, and she bought 2 more, and so it worked out to be a great sale.
So if I hadn't considered that first offer, I would have never sold the other 2 mugs. So, and this is, this picture could be a little better, but this is one of my listings on the fly. So this is a Villa Bulgari, one of those Italian silk ties. It wasn't really an exciting pattern, but the brand, I think the Italian silk made it sell, and it did sell for $29.95 with free shipping. It ships at $260, so to me that was a good score when I paid. I usually pay about $1 for my ties. So.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Nice little variety too. All right, we've done our score. Oops, crap. I was actually ahead of the game and I screwed myself up. Dang it! We showed you our scores. Now it's time for our duds of the week. Let our mistakes not be yours. So let's kick it off with, I think Nay's duds are up first.
Okay.
Nope, mine are.
No,
I lied.
that's your dud.
Yep. So, Harley shirts used to be a really hot commodity. They're not so much anymore. But if you still find good artwork ones or good sizes or exotic locations, they could do well. However, I don't know why I bought this one. It is so boring. I got mine at Brian's in Longhorn, PA. Here's the front. I mean, there's just nothing to it. Why I bought it, I have no clue. When someone offered me $12, I jumped on it. So I maybe made $2 after the fact, but I was happy to see it go. And then we've talked a lot about buying ink, even if it is expired. This is one of those that I did have laying around. I didn't really invest in anything. It might have been from an old printer, but not all ink is great. This actually sold for $9, but I charged $3.99 shipping, so I turned a quick sale. It's only been up for a couple weeks, so wasn't too bad, but still. And actually, I have a live in-person dud. Now, if you watch my Show Me What You Got from New York City, I found one of those awesomely cool brands that are worth a lot of money. And here's the brand. I will show it again. It is Psycho Bunny. And the price for Psycho Bunny stuff makes Robert Graham look like Kmart brand.
I assume this is just a men's brand?
Yeah. A plain white T-shirt is like $85, that kind of nuttiness.
Okay.
So I found this polo when we were in New York City. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but what I didn't notice till I got it home is the pits are all bleached out.
Oh.
Can you kind of see the discoloration there right in the pit? It's really hard to see.
I can see it. Well, you know what? I don't know if it's your light glaring on there or if it's...
No, you're seeing it, but yeah. So
yep,
that
I see it. It looks kind of yellowish.
That went from hero to zero, just like that.
So will you still try to sell that, or are you just...
Nah, it's so nasty. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, that's kind of...
You want it? I'll send it to you.
No, thanks.
All right, let's get back to these duds. Let's look at your duds.
Okay, yeah, so this was one that was sitting forever. And it was actually from my son, who's now 3. I think it was one of his outfits from when he was 6 months. So I just sold that for $9.99 with free shipping. And I've had some issues with my post office with my first class mail. So that went to Hawaii. So I bumped it up to priority flat rate. And so if you could do the math there, I made nothing on it, but hopefully I have a happy buyer. So. And this one was, I thought, you think usually the craft sewing patterns do better than the average sewing patterns. And this was cats, too. So I really thought, the cat family of dolls would do well. But no, it was a dud. It was $8.99 with free shipping. It ships at $260. So, and I think I did get this in a lot of patterns with, so I probably paid cents for it. So I did make something, but really not worth the sale.
Wah, wah, wah. Duds. Alrighty, now it is time for... Oh, I did it again. Jeez, you gotta pay attention.
Hey, does that bunny shirt have buttons on it?
It has...
Are there any specific buttons on it?
No. They're nice, though. So, I mean, they're pearlescent. A little bit. I mean,
okay, because I know some of the St. John and whatnot have actual specific buttons, and you can make more on the buttons if you cut than the actual trashed garment. So if it does have special buttons, you might want to try selling the buttons.
Yeah, I'll take them off because I'm just gonna pitch it.
Yeah, you can try that. At least get something.
Alrighty. Now it's time for Close Encounters of the Thrifty Kind. And to have a close encounter of a thrifty kind, you need to go thrifting. And guess what I haven't been doing? Going thrifting. So I didn't have much of a story, but I kind of have a close encounters now, thanks to my new assistant. She actually made a little mistake, and it's kind of funny. So I thought I'd share that with you as a weird close encounter in a weird roundabout way. So a gentleman bought these overalls from me on Monday. And he has a 56 waist, obviously, since these overalls are 56. Mm-hmm. For comparison, if anyone knows how big I look, I'm a 42 waist. So this gentleman has a 14-inch bigger waist than me. So I saw her packing them. I saw overalls in her hand. Didn't think anything of it. Well, here's what he got. Ladies medium Winnie the Pooh and Tigger.
That's funny.
So his thrifty encounter is he laughed because he said, he goes, I even tried to put my leg in it for fun, and that didn't even happen.
So he was a good sport, at least.
Yes, yeah, very much, yes. Yes, here's the correct ones. They are going out tomorrow. So there's my kind of thrifty encounter today.
So what did you tell him to do with the Winnie the Pooh?
I will send him a postpaid envelope and have him just ship it back. And
that's cool. That's pretty funny.
My deepest apologies, but yeah.
Yeah, that's like a 56. That's like 3 of me. So he got those.
Oh, and the medium. These. Somehow we didn't have a waist in these. Jeez, crap.
Okay, but yeah.
But yeah, it's nothing. It's really nothing.
It's probably like me to like which is funny.
Yeah. All right, you're up.
All right, so my thrifty encounter comes with one photo.
Yeah. Oh, just one?
Just one.
Okay, I have 3. Yeah. What are these 3 photos?
The other 2 photos are for no. That's for my thrifty tip.
Oh yeah. Well, so what's the encounter one? Which one? Sorry, my bad.
The leaf.
The leaf. Okay, my bad.
That's okay.
I pushed everything together in my head.
That's fine. So it happened at the same Goodwill. So I will explain my thrifty tip to you. And this was a Goodwill about 3 hours away, and I'll explain why I was 3 hours away in northern New Jersey, actually past New York City. So this was, I had a thrifty encounter because I broke something on the shelf. I was trying to kind of wizard, like...
Wait, what? What? Wait, what? You
I broke something in the Goodwill. Yes, I broke something. Out. And it made a loud crashing sound. It was like a bear angel figure. I don't know what the heck it was. I think it was like a dollar store kind of thing. It wasn't anything... Luckily, I didn't break anything that was crazy expensive. So it fell onto the bottom shelf, and somehow... the leaf dish was unscathed. I don't know how that happened. That didn't break, that didn't chip, but the pieces of like the bear's head and stuff went under the shelf. It was all shattered, and everyone turned around and looked, and then the Goodwill employee came over, and she was like, did something break over here? I said, yes, I did it. I'm sorry. I'll pay for it, whatever. And she was like, no, it happens all the time. It's no problem. She was really nice about it. She came over and swept it up and took care of it, and I just kind of...
So the real question, Nate, is, was there somebody nearby close enough that you could go, he did it?
Actually, my husband was standing next to me, and he was just like, oh. So I could have blamed it on him, probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's why we love you. All right, now it's time for our Thrifty Tips of the Week. Mine is going to be a little bit of a twofold. I'm going to give you a real actual tip. And the actual tip is now it is garage sale season everywhere. And you should be on Craigslist every night looking up the things that are in your niche and looking for those garage sales that have those items. So you should not just willy-nilly going out, but if you're into CDs, if you're into Tiki mugs, if you're into Winnie the Pooh overalls, hunt for your niche in Craigslist. And the nice thing about Craigslist nowadays, and this is a relatively new feature, they break down the garage sales by day. So you can look at all the garage sales on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday. So make sure you're looking for the day you're able to go out and search for your niche. Start there and then go out from there. But, hunt for sure for the things that you know specifically. And then my other...
Craigslist, I like that.
Yeah, and then my other thrifty tip is my little driving tour that we were calling. Oh, I should have a little sound effect.
Yes. Thrifty-palooza, something fun. No, something fun, something.
Oh Yeah. How's that?
That's good. I like that one.
All right, Thriftapalooza. It starts, as you can see, June 4th in Philly, goes into Pittsburgh, on to Cleveland, up to Detroit and Port Huron. And so I'm teaching classes at all those stops. The Philly class is sold out, but we are doing a live Thrifty Business with J&A show from Philly Age Thrift on June 3rd. If you're not in our Facebook group, the Thrifting Board, why not? But you don't have to be. If you want some more information, just email me, tikipug@gmail, TIKIPUG. Now, I just had 2 more signups for Pittsburgh, so Pittsburgh's almost sold out. I think we only have 2 or 3 slots left. That's on June 6th. And then Detroit, we have about 4 slots left. And then Cleveland is sold out also. But June 9th in Port Huron, there's going to be a big event. I'm giving a speech, and my speech is how to throw the most badass garage sale you can throw. And then on June 11th is the community garage sale for Port Huron. So if nothing else, come up and shop and find some goodies. So that is my thrifty tip.
Can I add something there?
Yes.
Left out. So on June 3rd, I know you said the June 4th Philly class is sold out, but on June 3rd, if you want to join us in Philly, we are asking for a $20 donation, and it will get you a front row seat in the audience. But more importantly, Philly AIDS Thrift does a lot of great, they do a lot of great stuff for AIDS victims and HIV and AIDS victims. They do free HIV testing right at their locations, no questions asked, completely free. And they also donate a lot of their sales to AIDS research, AIDS benefits, and such. So it's a very, very good cause. So your $20 isn't just, it's actually going to a wonderful cause. So.
And real quick, I need to address something in the chat because because the chat goes away after we're done. So going forward, somebody just said, hey, you could have a nicer picture for your guest. That's not our choosing. That's our guest avatar of the little thing picking its nose. So that is Rosita's avatar, not our choice.
And it's actually a good photo, too.
Yeah, it's cool. But, just for anybody watching in the future, we don't choose that.
And she does have a good sense of humor.
Like, oh, yeah. Awesome. So, yeah, if you want more information about Thriftapalooza, message me on Facebook. It's really easy, facebook.com/TikiPug, or email me if you're not on Facebook. I'm finding out there are some people not on Facebook, and I say, how can that be? But some people aren't. So email me, tikipug@gmail, and I will give you all the details that you need. Alrighty, let's get into it. This is actually one of my favorite segments. So let's
wait a minute.
What?
My thrifty tip.
Oh, I skipped yours. My bad. Never mind. Go, Nadine. Sorry.
Thanks.
My bad. Love you. I'll be over here having some rum.
So I have 2 pictures that you have to show. Can you put them up?
Correct. I think I'm drunk or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So these 2 pictures now.
Yeah.
Rainy Goodwill, and then Serious Nadine.
And Serious Nadine, okay. I kind of have a smile. So.
There we go.
Okay, so my husband and I, this past Friday, were at a family wedding for a very close family member, and the wedding was 3 hours north, way past New York City, way up in northern New Jersey, like in the middle of pretty much nowhere. So my tip is, if you ever have the opportunity where you're traveling somewhere for a family wedding, for an event, for a work function, whatever, always be on the lookout for thrift stores, even if you don't plan on thrifting. So we stayed we had to stay over at the family, the hotel where everyone was staying in the family, and across the street, kind of catty corner, there was this huge Goodwill, and I said to my husband, I was like, we're stopping there tomorrow, I don't care. Before we go home tomorrow, we're stopping there, that's it. So he did stop for me. He is not a thrifter. He hates thrifting. He hates thrift stores. I had about a half hour in the thrift store. I ran through it, and I did actually find a couple good things. They had a half-off sale. Most of their items were a little pricier, but I found an awesome pair of Coach sneakers. I paid like $9.99 with the discounts, and I found a Patagonia dress. So I did get some really good items to flip, and it was just fun, just being in a different element, just going to a different thrift store where I'm not used to shopping. So if you're ever traveling, always keep your eye out for thrift stores, and always make sure that you stop, even if you only have a half hour like I did.
Yep. I tried that the other day. I had a half hour, and I only found two things because I was moving quick. And
Yep.
when I went to the front, there was too many people ringing out. So
Oh no.
yep. Oh well, it happened.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
was fun though, you know. So
now let's get into it. Here we
mhm.
go. You have got to be shipping me, where Nay and I share our shipping tips. I usually show what not to do. Nay usually shows what to do. Now, I am showing a what to do tonight, and I don't know Nay's tips, so I'm not sure what she's doing.
Mhm.
All right.
I have pictures, remember?
I know. All right,
Okay.
so this is kind of cool. I don't know if does it look purple? Yeah, there we
It's
go.
like a purple bubble mailer.
All right, so a nice member of our Facebook group alerted me, knowing that I'm a huge Prince fan, that the Sunday after he passed, the Star Tribune from Minneapolis was doing their Sunday paper with a 16-page pullout all about Prince. And, of course, I'm like, oh, yes, I need that for sure. Oh, I think I got screwed, Nay.
Uh-oh.
The section doesn't seem to be in the
paper. Missing?
Yes, I got two. I sent one off as a present. I didn't get the section. Are you kidding me? All right, we'll get back. We'll get back to that in a bit. But here's the tip I wanted to share with you. They could have shipped these papers out in plain white bubble mailers, but they actually chose to buy purple, and that's cool. Now, a while back, I bought some poly mailers that were pink, and they were raising money for breast cancer, and I don't use them just for anything. Mm-hmm. But when I'm selling a girly top or skirt or dress, then I pull out the pink ones because it just adds a little niceness to it. The fact that they bought purple to ship this out, that's cool. However, they screwed me and gave me a paper without that section, so I will have to give them a ringy-dingy tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad I looked today.
It's a good thing, and not like a month from now. Yeah.
All right, but when you can add that little added touch just by doing nothing else, other than just maybe changing, buying other colors of your mailers, mm-hmm. You know, you don't know. I mean, I smiled so big when that showed up because it was purple. And that's just stupid. It's just purple, but it added that little bit to it that I really enjoyed.
I was talking about my pink bubble wrap from Bubble Fast a couple weeks ago, too, and everybody seems to really love that. So
yeah.
It's fun.
All right, you're up, and I'm getting your picture squared up right now.
So, sorry, I just had physical therapy today, so my arms are like... So... My tip is, I don't know if you guys remember last week, I sold those 1990s vegetable matted prints that my mom had from the 90s that she never hung up in her kitchen, and they were still plastic wrapped. So this is how I shipped them. I took this is what it is. It's a large flat rate box. You guys can see that. I'm sure you guys all have them hanging around. If you don't, order them from USPS.com. And all I did was, here's an example of a needlepoint. You could do this with this too. Anything that's not under glass, you can do this with. Here's a needlepoint that I have. So if you bubble wrap it really well, like let's say I put the bubble wrap around this needlepoint, or the matted prints, which I did, and you really bubble wrap them securely, then you just kind of insert them flatly into this box. You don't actually make up the box. You just insert them flatly in here. Leave it flat, tape up the sides. Now you see that there's like kind of a split in the sides here. All I did was you can use tape too, but I just stuck the priority mail stickers over it, and I just wrapped them around so that I covered that hole. And this is a really heavy box, and nothing was getting bent, nothing was going anywhere in it. So you can just literally just take a flat box and use that to ship that kind of thing. So
good tip. Yep, I've done that many times myself.
Mm-hmm. Don't do it with glass though.
No, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Alrighty, now it is time for our viewers' 2-minute topic of the week. And this week our topic was asked by Terry Moore. Thank you, Terry, very much. And this is a great question. Excuse me. If you run sales in your eBay stores, what is your strategy? How often? What discount? All categories, etc. All right. I got my handy dandy little holder today, so let me get that up here.
The spider?
Get your yeah, no, not the spider. My little
Oh, okay.
my little hairdryer holder.
Oh, that thing.
There we go. Let's get it right in the screen. Da, 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 da. And you are off.
Okay, so every time I have a lull, actually Jason usually says, run a sale. And his words are kind of echoing right now because I have had a really slow week. I've had to slow down on listing too, which always helps. But yes, I usually do. I will run a sale and I will put my entire store on sale. And I will usually do 15 or 20% off for, I usually like to do just 2 to 3 days. And it does kind of shake loose some of those items that have been sitting for a long time. And it does also seem to get more views to your store. So now that I've said that, I think I might be running a sale within the next couple of days. I think that's actually a good idea. So, yeah. So I guess that's it. And I still have more time.
Would you like me to buzz you 12 seconds early? All right, here you go.
Yeah. I don't really have much more to say about that.
What a goober. What a goober.
Sorry.
That's all right. That was funny. You've never done that before. All right, here we go. Let me start it. Yeah, I run sales all the time, and typically I'll run it for the whole store, but a lot of times I will do specific categories too. So, for instance, I still have a few Prince listings left that have not sold yet. Apparently, this is the stuff that people didn't care about. So I've had a 10% sale, and I sold 1 or 2 things. I've had a 15% sale. I've sold 1 or 2 things. Right now, my whole store is on sale, but when I get back from this weekend on Sunday night, I'll run a bigger sale on the print stuff because I still want to move it. It's the bottom of the barrel stuff, but people are still mourning him. They're still looking for it. So and also when I look around my office and I see the extra large Hawaiian shirt shelf busting at the seams, that's when it's time to have a sale on Hawaiian shirts. And if you're going to list a whole bunch of new stuff, what I recommend is start your sale and then put all your listings up. So you don't need to put your new stuff on sale. Get your old stuff on sale, then put some new listings up. Boom! Drop it. Drop it. Alrighty, and then we flip our last segment every month, every week. So once a month you'll see this segment. So, and I've decided I'm trying out new sound effects. So let's see how this goes. Oops, share. There we go. It's our Lifesavers Merit Badge.
I don't know.
We like that?
All right.
So what we mean by Lifesavers Merit Badge is in our group, the Thrifting Board, we have very much a beach theme. So I'm the head lifeguard, Nadine's the lifeguard. We have many lifeguards, and everyone who participates is a surfer. You're surfing online, you're surfing at the beach. And so when a post goes really well, where it really teaches a lot of people, we want to show special recognition of that post and to show how if you're not in the group, you're missing out. You could be getting a lot of extra free knowledge. So let me get these pictures up, and I'll let Nay tell you about this month's edition of
Yes, I would love to.
Oops. I should probably be sharing the picture. There we go.
So our winner is actually one of our newest lifeguard member. Pam McAllister just joined our team as a lifeguard in the past month, and she is fantastic and also a good friend of Jay and I. So she put this wonderful tip up about, with instructions and screen captures too, step by step on how to use the eBay. eBay now offers a coupon code to all store owners, and you can get, if you have the lowest store, you could get $25. If you have the middle store, you can get $50 a month, and then if you have the highest, which is the anchor store, it's I think $75 a month in free eBay branded shipping supplies. However, it's a little buried. So in order to access this, I would have never known this, but Pam gave step-by-step instructions, and she also let us know that you can only use your coupon code once. So if you start shopping, you have to finish shopping. So that was a really good tip too. So everyone was like, like Cynthia there said, thank heavens for you. I've been waiting for an email or something. It was a little hard to kind of decipher how to use your coupon code because there were no real clear instructions. I'm sure eBay put it somewhere, but it was a little hidden, and we really needed some hand holding on this. So thank you so much, Pam, for all of the screen captures, the instructions, and everything else.
Well done. And yeah, so if you have a store and you have not used your coupon yet and you're still confused and you're not in our group, now's a good time to join the group, the Thrifting Board.
And by the way, for the person that stole my eBay tape and poly mailers off of my front steps, I hope you're enjoying them. Yes, mine were stolen, but it's okay.
They must have needed it more than you.
Yeah, I hope they needed it more than me. That's all I can say. So.
Are you kidding me? My speaker decided to time out right at that second, so we're going to do it this way. All right, time for our guest of the week. This week, our guest is Rozita. Is it Ogen? I didn't even ask her that part. Ogen?
You know what? I don't know the correct pronunciation.
All the time we chat with her. Probably should ask her last name. All right, well, let's get her in here, and then I'll apologize for butchering her last name. How's that sound? Hey, Rozita. How do you say your last name?
My name is Ogen.
Okay, Ogen. So
I didn't even say that. I'm sorry. My bad. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, and you're here for one very specific reason. Actually, I'm sorry, two very specific reasons. You take some kick-ass photos, and you do quite well at social media. So, and I will give all the credit to Nadine. This was Nadine's idea for a guest because I've been super busy. And once I finally looked at all the photos, I'm like, oh, I see it. This is awesome. So I will let Nadine start us off here.
Okay.
So, Rozita, I wanted to ask you if you have an interesting international background. You have an interesting background in general, and I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about this, as well as little bit about your family and your current life situation. Just a little background.
Sure. I come from a small country, Lithuania. It's near the Baltic Sea. The three republics, Lithuania, Estonia, and Latvia, they were annexed by USSR at that time after the Second World War. And when the political situation changed and Gorbachev came to power, I exercised my right to just give up the USSR citizenship. I went to Kremlin, stood in line for 16 hours, gave my citizenship, and got a piece of paper with my son's picture and me. He was 12 years old at that time, and we could leave the country.
Ah!
Uh-oh. She at a really good point.
Oh, my God. Rozita, come back.
Did she drop out?
No, she's still there.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's such a great story. What?
I know, it's amazing.
I think the Kremlin caught up with her. The KGB just cut her feed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, all right, Rozita. If you're hearing us, I think the best thing to do. You are so froze is to leave and then come back. Or the KGB has just kicked down your door. I don't know what to do now.
Let's hope not.
I mean, oh my God, what a great story.
I know, her story's amazing. That's
all right. All right, I'm going to pop me up because I see that you don't even see her on the thing. So, hey, Nadine, do me a favor, message her real quick, and I will rip. Let's go back to this. Thank God this is my shipping tip tonight. I would never notice I got screwed out of the thing. I paid a lot of money for this. I didn't even get the section I wanted. What? This is nutty. Now, we will use this as an example. Let's see how the Star Tribune customer service handles this, because I could be lying. I bought two. I did look in the other one. It did have that section. So I will be, calling them and saying, hey, I didn't get the section. I don't need the whole other paper. I just need that section. So we'll see. And I'll share that. I assume their customer service will be good. And, that's what we preach in the group. It's good customer service. And you should never, ever just assume the worst of people. make them prove to you that they're an asshole. Don't assume it. We've talked about that quite a bit lately, and too many people assume the worst in people. Like, I was in another group today, and a guy posted a screenshot of a request from a buyer. Hey, can you please pack this item this way and this way? I'm always concerned. Now, that tells me that that buyer's gotten some bad, broken stuff. And this guy said, "Oh man, I got a bad feeling about this."
Rosita just said that her laptop went kaput.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, we might have to have Rosita back next week.
Well, we'll see. Let me see if she can.
Yeah, but I'll finish this. So I said, look, if you think that nice, courteous buyer gives you a bad feeling that maybe online selling isn't for you, and he said, I probably didn't think of it right. And then I shared with him that I had a customer be very specific on how to ship a specific item. Now, when he told me that, a lot of people had that gut reaction of, I know how to ship. I do this every day. But the item that he was explaining how to ship to me was a reel-to-reel. And when he explained it, that's not how I had been shipping the items. But when he explained it, I realized, ooh, I should be shipping them this way. And it was probably only a matter of time before I got an unhappy customer. So thanks to that customer for being over the top and explaining how things should be shipped, I learned a better way to ship. So when I explained that to this guy, he said, "You're right, Jay, I'm sorry." And I am shocked that people always just assume the worst. The worst isn't the norm. The norm is people are good. People just want the items that they bought in one piece to their door. And yes, we all have bad apples. And what the other problem is online, especially because people can get this mob mentality, is, let's talk about the one person that was an idiot to me. Okay, did you forget the 1,000 happy customers before that one person? Yeah, you did. Because you're focusing on the one that did give you a headache, that did give you a problem. Quit doing that. That is not good nor healthy. But the problem is you share it online, and everybody's like, yeah, screw that guy, he's a dick. No, that's not the norm. But when those things arise, you deal with it the best you can. But don't lose sight of the thousands of happy customers. I mean, I have over 15,000 feedbacks. Of course, I probably had 30,000 transactions, and I've had probably 29,900 happy customers and 100 jerks. But I'm not focusing on the 100 jerks. I'm focusing on the other 29,900 happy customers. What you got there, Nay?
Her laptop just died.
Wow.
She can't get it restarted. I'm asking her if she has FaceTime. Somebody, actually, Aaron just suggested that maybe we can have her, you can kind of hold your holder, your hairdryer holder, and have her FaceTime with us.
No, I'd rather have her on.
Yeah, so I told her that we will have her back on next week. So.
And the funny thing was, we don't have a guest lineup for next week, so hey, now we do.
Yeah,
so I don't want to end the show early, so we've got about 15 minutes, so let's do this. Something brand new. Oh, Stacy's there. Hey,
you need me?
Stacy part 2? Do we need Stacy part 2? We can't see you. Come over here. You're behind the mic. So those of you who turned in last week, Stacy's here. She just showed up. She's like, do you need me? And somebody said she only has one computer. I know, that's crazy. I've got 4 at my house. 5.
Yeah, not everybody has
we got 5.
one computer.
Yeah, exactly. So, and at this point, it is too far gone because she's got some good stuff to share. Her story is incredible. We only got to the point where she's like, screw you, Russia, I'm out of here.
Yeah, she's got an amazing story that goes even further.
All right, so let's do this, Nay. Let's do a little question and answers with the audience. You know, those of you in the chat, throw out some questions to us. You know, we can fly by the seat of our pants. What the hey?
Okay.
My mom wants to talk about the other category not being used anymore. So, and I think what they're referring that to is in your store, you should be setting up categories for your specific items. And they don't have to be too specific, but when you open a store, everything goes into the other category. And the other category is meant to catch it all, and then you set your store up. So you should not have anything in your other category. you can set up. I think there is a limit, but the limit is like 300. I think, Nadine, 300 store categories. So and you can have each of your items in 2 of your store categories. So if I have a Harley Davidson T-shirt, I have a Harley Davidson category, and I have a men's clothing category. So I will use both of those. So make sure to go in, get your categories dialed in, but make them good categories. Men's clothing's kind of generic, but then the Harley Davidson's more specific. Warner Brothers, Star Wars, CDs, DVDs, Christmas, Halloween. So make sure you're utilizing all your store categories.
Good point. So Rosita said that she is sorry, and hopefully we'll have her back next week. Her laptop, unfortunately, it's coming. It's just going black right now. So her laptop truly did die in the middle of our show, unfortunately.
Oh, and tell her absolutely.
Yeah.
Talk about this will be the best cliffhanger you'll ever see on 30 Business with J&A. She was like, when we're out of here, rush up, and then it was like, and that was it.
Yeah, her laptop really did die.
Yeah. So Ian asked me if I ever sold. I thought I turned this off. If I ever sold video games, Ian, I don't typically look for video games because I'm not a gamer, but I want to learn because I see. I think it's you, and I know Raken does, and a few others. They have great success on even just loose old Nintendo games, Nintendo 64. Now, that being said, I got 3 or 4 classic video game systems in my storage locker that I need to test and get up for sale. So we'll have a video game episode, and what I'll do is I'll bring all my game systems in and we'll talk about it because that's something that I know a lot of us and a lot of you listening right now could use some skills, some knowledge in.
Yeah, that's true. CDs too. I need help with CDs.
Somebody said I agree. Add Jason's mom. What am I adding my mom to?
I'm not sure. I missed that.
All right, hey, Mom. Mom, are you on a computer? I can throw you in here real quick. All right, Nadine, do you see any questions you can answer? I'll throw my mom in here real quick.
I don't do sizes. No, I don't see.
All right, Mom, I am Facebook messaging you the link.
Somebody wants an episode to learn about fabrics. I can talk about fabrics a little bit in a future episode.
Could we get a whole episode out of fabric?
I could do a whole episode on fabrics. I'd have to have some fabrics lined up ahead of time, but yes. Absolutely.
Well, we should also find someone else that sells fabrics, and
that's a good idea because I can definitely talk about fabrics, and there's people that somebody wants to know where to thrift when they come to Philly. There's a Goodwill, there's Philly Aids Thrift, there's Circle Thrifts, there's some small kind of junky kind of, and boutique-y kind of thrift stores. And then outside of the city where we have a Savers now, which I haven't been to yet because I don't really venture out of Center City too much. But I will be, we have our first class. We have our class on the 4th.
Mom, I sent it to you on Facebook through your messenger, through your messages. So if you're on your computer, go to the message I just sent you and click on the link. Here's where the extent of my fabric ends. If I see a swatch or a yard or even a big one of Hawaiian fabric, now I'm freezing. Come on, this episode's been great, and I'm just freezing now. I'll buy Hawaiian fabric all day, but anything else, I don't know. I look at stuff that I think is cool, then I kind of Google it, and it sucks.
Yeah, you got to look at the brands and the age of it, the coolness factor. I actually, at that same Goodwill in North Jersey that I was talking about in my Thrifty Tip, I found some nursery rhyme fabric, and all yellow stickers were half off, and it was $4.99. I have like 2.5 to 3 yards of it. $4.99, half off. So I paid like $2.50 for all that nursery rhyme fabric, and it's vintage nursery rhyme fabric. So I know already, without even looking or researching it, that it's going to do well.
So somebody asked, they want to see the picture you found for me, but I don't think we can share that.
What? Oh, somebody asked about that? The artwork that I found? Who asked? Oh, Pam.
Pam.
Yeah, no, we're not going to be showing that tonight.
All right, I guess my mom just disappeared. I texted her. I Facebooked her.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So your mom is missing in action. Maybe her laptop died.
I mean, my mom was chatting in the chat, and then she's just gone. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
Did the KGB get my mother, too? Oh, no.
Joanne Jost wants to. So apparently there is a Savers now in Willow Grove, and where's the other location? I can't remember.
You know, it's not on the map yet, but oh, hey, Mom.
Hi, guys.
There we go.
Hi.
There's my mom. We're worried. You disappeared for a few minutes there.
I was trying to find the link. You know how that it takes us older people a little longer to find it.
All right. All right, Mom. I'm going to put you on the spot right now.
Oh, boy.
How's that? We're going to throw Mom in the mix, and we're going to put her right on the spot. All right, you ready?
All right, what do we got?
All right, hang on. Let me. Producing on the fly can be quite enjoyable.
Oh, my
Time
goodness.
for our bonus tip of the week.
Oh, yeah, so we're going to get that from your mom now.
Yes, brought to you by our guest, my mom. All right, Mom. On the fly, you got to give us all a good tip.
Okay, my tip is to branch out. Don't be afraid to buy things you know nothing about. I started slow too. I've been at this a little over 3 years now, and I started out with things I knew about. But now when we go to garage sales or flea markets, we are picking up things we absolutely know nothing about, and are making some very good money on items. Jason's dad is a little bit braver even than I am. He gets into more of the electronics or machinery type things, and we're finding a lot of good goodies that way. So my tip is branch out. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone and find things you don't know anything about, and then just do your research. And I have to say, my month of April was our largest profitable month yet since I've been doing it. So that's kind of fun.
So this is for Pam, by the way. There you go.
So this is the artwork that Nadine picked up for me. It is very, when I say risque, that's an understatement.
Yeah, I'm not showing the risque part here.
And so here's the deal. I'm going to give you fair warning. Turn away for 2 seconds.
You want me to show the whole thing?
No, not the whole thing. Just show like the boobs. You do that?
Of course. Yeah, okay.
All right, there you go. Take it down.
I saw that.
There you go. That was Nadine's art. So there you go.
So I found some very interesting thrift store art, and the back of it is even more interesting. And I just left it there because I have small children, and it wasn't something appropriate for my household. And Jay was like, "Oh, go back. I want it." So he gets to claim it when he comes to Philly. It's all his.
I can show you a couple of the neat things we've just thrifted lately, if you'd like.
Sure, yeah. I mean, and I'm very impressed. My mom, I didn't tell her she was going to have to do a bonus tip of the week, and man, she had it locked and loaded like she's just an old pro at hopping into talk shows to fill in. So,
all right.
My mom's the bomb.
At a garage sale last week, and this woman had these vintage beer signs. I don't know if can you see that? Am I tilting?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Okay, so that is a Canadian Club one. It looks like it's in a porthole, and that one's worth around $50. But this one, it lights up, and this is quite old, actually, after we did our research. And I think this one we're going to put up for around $100. And we paid $15 for one and $18 for the other. Well, no, they were marked 33. We offered her 20, and she about lost it. And we ended up at 26 for the two. So there's older beer signs usually sell pretty well. So if anybody's out there and that's your niche, those are always good to come by.
How do you ship those?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Nay?
I was wondering how she ships them.
How's Dad gonna ship those, Mom?
Well, he's gonna wrap them in a lot of bubble wrap and peanuts, probably. That would be my guess.
And then you get a large box and just kind of leave room around.
I think on one of your shows, I think you talked about Tasha Tudor, Jason, if I'm not mistaken. And I found this print. Sorry for the glare.
Yeah, say, hi, there I am in the print. I'm like the ghost in the Tasha Tudor.
I've had a lot of, it's up for sale already, and it is signed by her. Tasha Tudor happened to be my mother's one of my mother's favorite artists, and I actually went on a trip with my mom up in New England to her home when Tasha Tudor was there, so that was an exciting moment for me. And I still have some of her Christmas ornaments that I have up for sale. And so anything by Tasha Tudor, if you know that name, mark that one down on your hunt. And if you come across any of her items, they do sell well.
All right, I got a funny idea, Mom.
What?
How about I ask you one of Rosita's questions?
Okay.
Rosita, you have an interesting international background. Can you tell us a bit about this?
Yeah, well, I'm Italian. Does that help? My family comes from.
You were born in Cleveland, and you've lived your whole life in the sticks.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, we moved out to the country when I was 11, and I will be 73 next week. So.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
73
You're the
next
same age
week.
as my mom, actually, and she's doing good too. I mean, she looks
Great.
much younger than she is, like you do, and
Yeah, it's a lot different today.
really well.
Yeah, it's 73, but back in my parents' days, they were already in the wheelchairs, for goodness sakes.
Yeah, my mom's 73. She takes care of my 3 kids. She drives back and forth an hour to Philly and back. She helps me with my, all my cancer stuff. She's a breast cancer survivor, 7 years now.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, it's a whole new ballgame with us moms of today.
I guess 73 is like the new
53.
I don't know. That's funny.
Let's see, what else can I show you?
Yes, if you just tuned in, our guest, her computer actually died,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom on the fly,
And she's like,
doing a little haul video here. So it's we took lemons and we made lemonade and we threw some rum in it too.
Because we all know this.
Yay, Ouija board!
oh.
Yep, I've just found one for $3, 1972.
You didn't even tell me. I gotta find out through the internet.
I can't tell you everything. Now, talk about how are we going to ship these beer signs. Wait till you see my next item.
No, somebody's asking if you still ride horses. No, my mom's not ridden a horse in 50 years.
Been a while.
Yeah.
Now, I can't show you the whole thing, but I think you'll get the gist of what this is.
Nice.
This is an old flexible flyer. This is exactly what I was.
My dad had one of those in our basement. He might still have it. Yeah.
And this still has the original rope, that we used for clothesline rope to pull our sleds, and it's still on here. And then we bought this for $15, and we're going to put it up for about $130.
Nice. All right. Cool things said Rosebud, so that's cool.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Diane wants to ask you a question, and Diane's in our group. She's a really good participant. She watches the show, and you're about to set her straight, Seal.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Seal's my mom's nickname, so when people go Seal, is Peggy comfortable with international shipping? I'm still scared.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have a store without it. You must international ship. It's easy. It's as simple as regular shipping. There's nothing to it. If I can do it, you can do it. Trust me on this one. You can do it.
Remind everybody again how old you're about to be.
73 a week from tomorrow.
That's my mom.
Wait, a week from
All
tomorrow.
right.
When is her birthday? Because my mom is the 22nd of May.
Oh, I'm 19. I'm so much older
Oh
than
my goodness, you guys are the same age. Wow.
And then everybody's asking about my mommy's store, so here's my mommy's store. It's old, as in holy shit, are you old?
Yes.
Dash Wahine, which is Hawaiian for girl or
Women.
Woman or lady.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yep.
old Dash Wahine. So here's some stuff in her store right now. So come check out my mom and dad's store. It's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, we try to get a good variety. Like I say, we really do branch out, you guys. To me, that's been the key of adding more money to our account. And our account is used for vacation. That's that was why we got into this. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. We got into it to pay our taxes every year once we both retired, and we passed that up quickly, which was kind of a nice thing. And now our extra money goes towards our vacations.
I realize I'm showing the feed.
Oh.
Whoops.
So, Mom, I'm sorry for I'm sure my mom is probably watching right now, and she's probably cringing that I just shared her age. So I apologize, but you know what?
Oh, she should be proud. She should be proud.
Yeah, she's probably gonna kill me for that, though. I just thought about that.
To do what she's doing, yeah, she should be very proud.
Yeah, she's really doing great.
And they also asked if you did GSP, which is global shipping. Nope, you guys just ship it yourself.
Yep, we do everything ourselves. Regan, Jason's dad, is the shipper and the photographer, and I do all the listings and all the other looking up and research. Well, Regan does research too, actually. Sometimes he'll bring, the items to me that we have just gone out and thrifted, and he'll have all the write-ups and what they're going for and what they sold for, and yeah, so he does a lot of research too. It's a good partnership.
And by the way, since you're on the air, if you haven't figured it out, I sent you one of these.
Oh, so you want me to save something that you're missing?
Well,
you want her to send it back to you, or wait until you get to her house to get?
But the one you're getting does have it because I looked. I for whatever reason, I checked the one and I sent it off to you. So you're getting one of these, Ma.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You might be taking it back, so I wouldn't thank him too much.
Well, because of Jason, I got to see Prince 3 times in concert,
wow,
which
that's
was
amazing.
phenomenal. Something I'll always treasure because he was really something.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was about 10 years ago, so she was only 63, which still on the older side, but we went to a Prince concert that started at midnight.
Yeah.
And Mom and I were still standing there at 3 a.m. when he was still playing. So
yeah.
my mom is the bomb diggity.
Awesome.
Yeah, we had to stand for this concert. There was no seats. This was an all-standing concert.
That is cool.
Well,
I haven't had the experience of seeing Prince, so that's very cool.
If you remember, there was booths in front of us that cost $2,000, and the second Prince started, the guy in front of us passed out in the booth. So he paid part of $2,000 to take a nap.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Nay, I've got a question for Nay. Is it still on record? But I would love to see how you do your ties again, how you photograph your ties and everything.
Oh yeah, some of them are better than others, but I do actually.
That was a great tip. Maybe you should show that on the show.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I roll them. I kind of roll them and then just kind of offset them, and then I do use Photoshop. I use all natural lighting because I don't have room in my small city house for an actual photo setup, with lighting. So I use all natural lighting, but I always photograph them on either a white or black background, whichever they call for, and then I kind of roll them and then show the edge. So I'll put that. I will explain that sometime. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, that was a good one, and I know we're not rolling ours, and we should because I really like that look.
Yeah, I had trouble figuring that out. Like at first, I was kind of just taking the tip of them, and then I'm like, you don't want to take the long shot, so I kind of just roll them. You can see the whole tie, and then you can see the edge, the end of it. So.
Oh, and I know you guys were talking about the eBay supplies. We did get ours right away, and the one that we're using the most is their smaller box. Boy, does that fit a lot of things.
I did the one item. I ordered 3 items. I ordered the tape, the polys, and these boxes. So the boxes came, and then the next day the tape and the polys were delivered, and the FedEx guy left them on my steps, and somebody stole them, so they're gone. But
unbelievable.
They're marked as delivered, so I will call FedEx, but I know the seller can't really do much.
Now, see, the guy who stole your stuff, now he is a dick.
The guy who sold the tape and polys that he stole from my doorstop, yes, I would say so. Because I'm sure they're up there for, they've been sold, because I don't, but whatever.
Oh, I got one more thing I can show you. Hold on.
Oh, all right, one more. We'll end on Mom's one cool thing.
Yeah. Here. Now, we have sold these before, but they bring terrific money. These are water skis. That's a pair of them. And actually, we rolled these up in some old wallpaper that was made out of vinyl when we went to ship these and wrapped them up.
Wow, that's interesting.
We never had any problems. So these are newer. We have found more vintage water skis. So if you come across these at your garage sales, don't pass them up. They're worth some good money, you guys. We've been buying them for $3, $5.
Who's catnapping on Nay steps? Hang on, Ma.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I wanted to show, because Milo is just going to town on his grooming tonight. So we actually caught him in the act. His chest is so clean right now. But we only see Milo. All the others have. Oh. What's happening upstairs? Oh. Milo's like, should I go or should I go back to licking myself?
Oh, he is a character. He's my.
Nope. All right, it's time to lick my back. So
Oh,
how many?
Half Pint is. You know what? Half Pint's right next to me too, but he's off camera.
Hey, Ma, how many water skis or sets of water skis have you guys sold so far?
Oh, probably between 6 and 10, somewhere in that vicinity.
Oh my goodness.
See? Old water skis. What we got?
So what is it about that area? And do you have
Well,
a
the vintage ones are wood, made out of wood, and so you can tell those right away compared to the fiberglass ones.
I never find those here in Philly. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough.
Well, you know, it's something we kind of stumbled on because we use old skis for our decorations outdoor in our yard, and we said, you know, maybe we gotta be looking these up, and so we did. We started to do some research. I said, oh, we should be putting these outside in the weather. I said, because they're worth some very good money. I mean, old vintage water skis are gonna get you $100 or more.
Wow, that's amazing.
We're paying.
I bet I'm passing them up, and I just don't. It's something that I don't look for.
I know, but yeah, I mean, I don't think we paid over $5 for a pair of water skis, and you know, so nice profit. Nice profit.
Cool. All right, well, Ma, well, thanhanks for hopping in.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. I'd rather stay and chat all night, but I still got packing to do for my trip tomorrow.
I know. I'm glad I could help out.
And Rosita said that she would be glad to come back.
Thank you.
Just hang there for a sec, Ma.
Rosita said that she will be very happy to come back, and she's so sorry that her laptop died.
You know, it worked out to be one of those funny, awesome things. Real quick, I know you just touched on it, but explain again how you ship water skis.
Okay, we wrap them. We have a.
Hang on. Yeah, you. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Okay, we have this old roll of vinyl. It was kind of like a wallpaper, I guess you might. I guess it was a wallpaper. It was just very thick, heavy vinyl, and we wrapped them in that. We went around and around and around, and never had a complaint. Never, you know, all made it just fine in all that we've shipped. So it was just a roll of stuff that was left in our basement from the previous owners from years ago.
Oh, wow.
And keeping in mind that water skis, even vintage ones, they're built for a lot of force. You know, you have a adult human standing on it, the force of being pulled and pushing on the water. So it's not like you're trying to ship a fragile thing, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you don't need to go like nutty and double box it and build a crate around it, because I got to imagine, especially the vintage ones, a lot of time it's just going on display somewhere in a house or a bar or something.
I've water skied before.
See, I've never done that, so you got me on that. I've never.
In the Gulf of Mexico, in Florida. Yes.
Back when I was young, I couldn't get my butt out of the water.
I've also jet skied in Texas, so.
All right, well, let's wrap up. Let's wrap up this episode. It wasn't what we expected. We still have 129 live viewers, so thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure you go down below and click follow over here if you haven't. Click like over here. And we will be back next Thursday, back to our normal time. And who's our guest going to be next week? How about Rosita?
Yeah, I told her. I said, hopefully you'll get your laptop is fixable, and hopefully she'll have a new or fixed laptop by next week. Yes. She said that she would be happy to come back next week. So
yeah, it'll be another great episode because, man, like I said, it's the best cliffhanger ever.
I know, she's such an awesome guest. She is fantastic.
Yes. So she said, screw you, Russia, and then that's where we'll pick up. So
her laptop died.
It'll be awesome. And don't forget, Thriftapalooza, if you want to attend a class, or if you want to come to our live show, or if you want to come to my speech in Port Huron, Michigan, hit us up in the thrifting board or on Facebook, Facebook/TikiPug or tikipug@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to give you all the details. I will be in Palm Springs all weekend talking about tiki stuff and drinking fine rum with about 500 of my closest friends. So if I don't get back to you right away, that's where I'm at. Thank you, Mom, for being an awesome mom, for giving birth to me. And
oh, my goodness.
Happy birthday, because you will not be on next week. So from everybody, happy birthday to my mother.
Happy birthday, yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
You and my mom were born within days of each other. That's amazing.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We're both Tauruses, aren't we?
Yes. Yeah. She's the 22nd. Amazing.
And thank you, Nadine, for being my co-host and my partner in crime.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everybody, and we will see you next Thursday. But hey, if you're not following me on Periscope, I don't know if I'm going to be able to periscope my whole speech, but I will be periscoping from the event, and we're going to do some picking along the way from Vegas, back roads to Palm Springs. So if you want to see some fun shenanigans, follow me on Periscope, which is at Tiki Pug. Very easy. I try and make all my stuff the same thing. So if you look for Tiki Pug, you're probably going to find me. Bye-bye.